We're live. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm early, so everybody's not here yet. I am live though, and we got about 2 minutes to go yet. So I got some chit chatting to do anyway, so I might as well start doing it, right? That's what I'm thinking. So let's see. Uh, First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double check to see who who got on my Facebook Live last week and this week during the week and left me messages so that I know whose name to make sure I have in my bucket because we do this bucket thing every week. Here it is. Here's my bucket. Hi, Susie. So, in the bucket goes the names of all the people who commented from last week's video to this week's video. And all those people's names are in this bucket. And I'm going to pull a name, and that person's going to win a card. A lot of people just hit like. That doesn't work though, guys. You gotta comment. And since I can't find that video, oh my gosh, I'm just as bad as ay 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 ay. Okay, here it is. I found the video, so I'm gonna be able to. Oh, guys, I'm ready to totally close the book on August. I am ready. Hi, Connie. I know it's not the end yet, but oh my gosh, it's coming, and I'm glad because this has been the month from hockey sticks. No, it's double hockey sticks, right? Yeah. Okay. This has just not been a good month. So, my husband had a heart attack over the weekend. I am sorry to say. He's okay. He's home. Hi, Carol. He's home. He was in the hospital. He was taken to the hospital Saturday. He was there Sunday. He came home Monday. Yeah. And he's been home since. And so I haven't had a whole lot of time to play with the card stuff. So if I'm a little scattered, that explains why. But I did have some time. And you know what? Sometimes you just need that card therapy. And so I actually had to get up here and get some card therapy. Hi, Terry. Oh, thanks so much, guys. He's doing pretty well. He's still slow. He gets tired really easily, really quick. But he's getting there. He's getting there quick. So I did have a little bit of time that I needed some card therapy. Like I said, I had to get it away. And so I just came up in my room and sat here and started pulling out some new stuff. And I figured, okay, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do for tonight's Facebook Live. And oh, I came up with something really cool. I hope that you guys all got your new catalogs, the Christmas catalog. I did send a comment to our office just to voice my um, dissatisfaction with the fact that these catalogs only go for 4 months. I think they should go back to the 6 month. I really do, and I let them know that. So anybody who has said that to me, and I know a couple of you have, and anybody who has said that to me, I'm hearing you. I am hearing you. Um, so let's see. You still didn't get yours, Carol. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I did tell them that I had one person got one that was just all messed up, and one person didn't get one at all. So they're going to reimburse me or give me credit or something for those when I figure out all the ones that didn't work out. Oh, And some of that's part of that's the mail. I you know, I I subscribe to one of those home meals kits, boxes things. And I have had good luck with it. I get good stuff. I like the food. I like what they send me. And it's a thing where you order what you want, they send it to you. You don't have to get it every week. You can not do it. You can drop it for months and then pick it back up again. So it works out pretty well. But it just so happened that this week, hi Karen, this week I was supposed to get the box of meals yesterday, and it did not come yesterday. It came today. Now, with everything else that has been going on this week, I just didn't need that extra aggravation. But it came today, and when it came today, uh, I picked it up. FedEx left it on my bench, and when I picked it up, the bottom of the box ripped because the ice packs that were inside melted, leaked all over the inside of the box. The box ripped. It was just a total mess. And I was extremely unhappy. And I let the company know, and they were very, very, very nice, very gracious. I took pictures of it to send to them, and they said, no, don't even have to send us the pictures. They sent, FedEx sent us a picture that it was delivered, proof of delivery, and I could see that the bottom corner was all soggy. I could tell, and the box was smashed. So she refunded my money completely, and she said, apologized up and down, and so they gave me a credit, and they gave me no problem at all. So I was happy with that. One good thing happened. Anyway, okay, let's move on. I'm like ready to turn the page on August. It's only the 30th. The 31st is tomorrow yet, and then it's over. And then we're in September. Yay. Um, so what's happening in September is kits are going off sale. So the kits are on sale now, and I just want to show you something real quick. This is the latest, newest kit. It's called the Festive Tags Kit, and it's really kind of cute. It's Christmas thing. Okay, so you get it over here. Um, you get everything to make all this. So you get everything 15 tags. Now, I'm going to tell you what I do with these. I don't use tags so much. I'm going to turn them into cards. And I might do that on one of my Facebook Lives sometime. But I just wanted you to see what you get with this. It requires no stamping. There is no stamping with this kit. It's just all the pieces, and you just glue everything together. And they give you everything you need. They give you what are these things called? Dimensionals. They give you embellishments. They give you the rope, the string, and everything that you need. And they're really cute as they are. But I am going to turn them into cards, and they're going to be even cuter that way. And right now, for the next 2 days, this is on sale for $11.70. So grab them while you can. Well, they're inexpensive. 11.70. They're fun. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. I just want to draw your attention to, in the catalog, right at the very beginning of the catalog, there is a pack of paper called A Walk in the Forest. And this is the first page of it. And I can quick open it and show you the rest of it. Oh, Carol, by the way, I did have your other paper. You know that paper? That the glow in the dark paper that I said I did not get? I got it. It was 6 by 6. I was expecting it to be 12 by 12. And I didn't see any 12 by 12 paper in the box. So I just said, well, I guess they didn't have it. And I called, and the girl said, are you absolutely positive you didn't get it? I said, look, I'm going to double check. So I looked in the box. I said, the box isn't even big enough for it. And she said, well, it's only 6 by 6. And I went, oh. And I went back through the box, and guess what? It was there. So I have your paper. So I apologize for that. Anyway, I just want to show you this paper quick. It's called Walk in the Forest. It is $3. This is why I want to show this to you. $3 out of the sale of this kit goes to charity. You know, Stampin' Up does this every year. They put some different something. Last year it was the lunch boxes, and every kit, everything sold. A couple dollars went to a charity. So this time it is this paper. Isn't that cute with the bears? $3 out of every pack of papers sold is going to Toys for Tots or the Salvation Army for people in need of the holidays. I love this. I love the Christmas trees, both of them. So, oh, and that's snowflakes on the back. That's cute too. So, oh, and stripes. So, $3 out of this sale of this paper goes to a charity. And I just wanted to point that out. And that is until the end of the year. October 7th is World Card Making Day. Stampin' Up is going to have a special thing where everybody can make cards together on World Card Making Day. October 7th, I believe, is a Saturday. So I'm going to jump in on that and I will tell you how to get in on it. And maybe we can all do it together. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? I'll send you the details. I'll get you the details as soon as I know what the details are. So until then, September 7th, I will be at Warnersville Library from 5 to 7. September 21st, that is the third Thursday, I will be at the United Church of Christ in Robinsonia from 1 to 3. And Wednesday, September 27th, I will be at the Robinsonia Library at 1:30. Now, the Warnersville Library has decided that they're going to have yoga down in the basement, which is where we were working. We had a lot of nice room down there, although it was very hot. So that's one of the bad things about it. It was very, very warm. The air conditioner was on, but it wasn't doing such a great job down there. So anyway, they are moving us upstairs into the library. They're going to give me a big long table. They said they will set up two of them if I need them. But I'm going to have a long table there to work with. And I told them we may not be too quiet. And they said, that's okay. We're not real quiet either. So, okay. That's my story. So September 7th, Warnersville Library, 5 to 7, upstairs. It'll be fun. It's always a new adventure. And you know what? If we make too much noise or it doesn't fit or whatever, they'll probably kick us back downstairs. The yoga lead will probably get too hot. Um, I'm sorry. Okay, let's move on. Tonight, what we're going to do, before we do what we're going to do, I'm going to pull a name. And I pulled Barb again. Barb, I keep pulling Barb's name. So, Barb, you get to go again. You get a card again. Um, Let me write that down real quick. I'm hearing a phone ringing in the background, and it's distracting me. Well, I'm glad I didn't send off the last card, Barb, because because then you'll get this one and that one together. I okay. So let's see. And I know Linda is not feeling so good, I don't think. So she won't be on tonight. Anything else? I don't think anything else is happening. Oh gosh, I couldn't take anymore. It's just too much. So tonight we are going to do something really cool. So in the catalog, the winter catalog, the September to December catalog that's out right now, there is these things are in there. They are called Abundant Beauty Decorative Masks. And this is what they look like. There's leaves, there's like a herringbone thing, there's snowflakes, and then there's sunflowers. And the sunflowers are 4 steps. These are so cool. So cool. I've been playing with these it's every chance I have. I told you I didn't have a lot of chance to play this week. This is what I did when I had the chance. So this is what we're doing tonight. I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you some hints and some tips to use these masks. Anybody who was a demonstrator could get them in the pre-order. I don't know if any of you guys got them, but they're very cool. You must get them if you did not. And you know what? They're like, I think $10 for the whole set for the whole set, all of them. So, and I really didn't think that's bad. I'm waiting until you see what we do with them. They are so cool. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you this. This card is inspired by a card made by Mary Fish again. So I kind of copied hers. I changed up the colors a little bit, but it's very, very similar to one she did. But it got me started. It got the creative juices flowing. Sometimes you have to just look at something somebody else did and do it, and then go, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I know what I need to do. And you just run with it, and you come up with some really great things. So that's the first one, and that is using the masks, and then I embossed it after the masks are done. So you're going to see all of that in action. The second one, look at this. I love this. This is one I ran with. This is fall, all the fall leaves. Okay, so there's that one. Then there's a herringbone with some fall leaves. I love fall. I know, Connie. I love sunflowers, but I love fall colors too. Then we move right into winter. Look at this. I didn't even finish this card. I just started messing with the mask, and then I kind of got sidetracked, so I never got back to it. But we are going to start with the sunflowers, and we're going to work our way through. I know we'll get through the sunflowers and the leaves tonight. I'm not sure how far we'll get after that. So for the sunflowers, I don't need any stamps or anything. For the leaf one, I am going to use Autumn Leaves bundle. I love this bundle too because I just I just like the fall colors. Okay, so I'm going to get myself off here so you can see everything full. There we go. Now you can see the whole set. I just like these so much. I really need to do something about this light though. And if anybody, thank you, Susie. If anybody has any suggestions for what I can do, I cannot use a regular spotlight like an incandescent light. I have one of those. I tried it. It creates too many shadows here. So I need to come up with something else to light this up. And I know it can be done. And it's really funny because on my phone, it's perfect. The lighting is perfect. But on my computer, it just looks so dark. And I don't know how it looks to you guys. But anyway, if anybody has suggestions, please let me know. I'm just not a not an expert on lighting. Okay, let's move on. I am good at card making though, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. We're going to start. Grid paper is essential for this. It helps so much. Remember that. If you get this set, okay, if you get this set, another thing, I'm going to show you right off the bat. The sunflowers have, you can't see this probably, but up in this corner, there's a number. Maybe you can see it. If I get the light on it just right, there's a 1 there and there's a notch. Okay, there is a 2 on this one and a notch. You can't really see the number, but anyway, each one of these has a number and they all have a notch. That is crucial. You're going to need the numbers. You're going to need the notches. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with number one, obviously. We are taking a piece of crumb cake paper. We are going to put it on our grid paper and we're going to line it up on something. Line the grid paper up on something. I want to start down lower and I'll put it on. I want to start that low. Okay. Line it up so it's straight. Take a piece of washi tape. If you don't have washi tape, you can always use a uh, post-it note or something like that. Don't use tape because that'll wreck your card. Oh, this is crumb cake 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to put our washi tape just on the very corners of this paper so it doesn't move when we're working with it. We are going to take our mask and we're going to put it where we want our sunflowers to be. And I want them to be here. So I am going to make sure that it's square. After I know that it's square, I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to mark the corner and I'm going to mark the notch so that for the rest of these, I'm going to get them on that notch and in that corner and probably down here too. Notice I said probably. And now I'm going to take this down. When I take this one down, I'm going to tape it down in the other corners. I don't want it to move once I get started doing my thing. So I'm putting this down on all the corners. Okay, and now I am going to start with the darker color first, I think. Geez, I did this 3 days ago. You would think I would remember what the heck I did. I started with, I'm using Cajun Craze, pumpkin pie, and crushed curry. And I'm going to start off with Cajun Craze. I'm going to put that on the inside. And I'm using a blending brush. I don't use blending brushes all that much, but I am going to use the blending brush for this. And you want to start in the middle with your darker color. Go around the center with the darker color. Now, I'm dabbing it on my ink pad and putting it right in here. If you're worried about getting it too dark, you can always go over here with it. But I'm tapping it lightly so I'm not getting a real dark thing there. Next, you're going to take your pumpkin pie, moving the Cajun Craze out of the way, but not getting it off all together. Okay, in the pumpkin pie, I'm kind of going over the Cajun Craze, but I'm taking it out. I'm not taking it to the tip because I want the tip to go with the crushed curry. So there's the pumpkin pie. And I use the same brush for this because the two colors just kind of blend together. It doesn't really matter, but I'm using a new brush for the crushed curry because I want this to be a color on its own on the ends. And I want it pretty heavy on the ends so that it doesn't get blended out by the other two colors. And you can go over the whole sunflower with this crushed curry. Now I'm going to tell you something else. And I'm getting this from previous sunflowery kits that we had before. You don't have to stick with traditional sunflower colors here. You don't have to use just your yellows and golds and stuff and browns. Sunflowers look so cool if you use like reds. I mean, I was thinking cherry cobbler maybe, or real red or something like that. Even the purples, the blackberry bliss, moody mauve. I am going to try these in a bunch of different colors, but for tonight we're going to stick with traditional. Now, I have also, I'm cleaning these off. Blending brushes, you can get the majority of your color off because a lot of it lays right on top. So you can get that off just by rubbing it over the chamois. But the color does start to go into the bristles. So every now and then you want to take them and give them a good scrub. And I just did that with mine. I just took them all and put them in my sink and filled it with soapy water and scrubbed the daylights out of them. So they're all pretty clean. They may not be dry, but they're pretty clean. Now I just dabbed them off here, getting this paper towel wet because I just want to quick go over this mask to just clean it. You can also stick these in water if you want to, but I just like it better doing it this way. And I'm going to lift it up in one corner to see how they look. And if there's anything, oh, they're perfect. I was going to say, if there's anything I don't like about them, I can go back real quick while it's before I lift this up entirely, but I like them just the way they are. So I'm going to finish cleaning this off. I don't want to leave the paint, the ink on this, on the mat, because you would pick up the color with your future when you work it in the future. So you want to make sure you get all the color off of this before you put it away. Now I have my washi tape. I'm saving it to use on the next stencil. I'm going to take the next one, which of course is number 2. And this is the leaves. And what I'm going to do is I'm lining, you see where I drew that notch there? I'm going to line that up with the notch. And I have my corner drawn down here. So I'm going to line those 2 things up, and now it's pretty straight. Now it's going off the edges here and here. I'm not worried about that. I'm really not. If I was, I would move it because it's the leaves. So it, and actually, let's see, if I tilt that a little bit, I might get it all on, but I don't think so. It's really not a big deal if it's going off the edges. So I'm going to just let it go off the edges, and I'm going to stick it back down. Now this one, I'm going to use Old Olive for the main body of these leaves. And in my original one, that's exactly all I did, was the Old Olive. And I don't know, when I looked at it, I said this could use something else. So what I decided to do, and I'm not going to use my blending brush for this, I'm going to instead use one of my daubers. And I'm going to take some meadow, wait, now I can't find, there it is, mossy meadow. I'm going to just add a little accent to these. Primarily just on the ends, just to give them a little more depth. Tips of the leaves and the ends of the leaves. It's kind of hard to do on this one here because there's only a little piece there, but I think that'll work. let's see. So, Carol, you know your paper's in and you're okay with me. Okay, I have it. And Carol, I tested it too. It works. Do you know what I mean by that? So, there is glow in the dark paper in the catalog, the new catalog. Yes, glow in the dark paper for Halloween. And it glows in the dark. It really does. I tested it. I went into a dark room with it and bam, it is glow in the dark. Okay, these look pretty good. All right, let's clean this one off. Just wipe it and move on to the next one. Now the next mask is the inside piece. Number 3, this is that part. And I'm going to make that brown. And I'm going to make sure that it's centered in the middle of all the flowers. I'm not too worried about it being even. It comes out even yet with that notch over there. But I just want to make sure that it's in the center of all those. Center of those. And I'm going to use early espresso for this. Early espresso ink was just re-inked, so that came out dark, and that's okay. They're gorgeous. I love them. One more step. This was template number 3 or mask number 3. Now we're going to get mask number 4. Mask number 4 is just going to add some accents to the brown. And I'm not even sure how this is going to work. It worked on the other one. So hopefully it'll work on this one too. Because it's going over top of the brown. The early espresso. And let's see. That should be pecan pie. I may have reversed these layers. I'm not real sure. Not sure if I did. I might have reversed these. I might have maybe messed up. We will see. Oh, yeah, I did. This layer should. Oh, maybe not. It's picking it up. It's coming through. Okay. Sort of. Yeah, that's adding a little bit of texture to it. Okay, that works. You probably can't even see that, but I know, Karen, isn't it neat? Even if I did screw it up, I should have used the pecan pie where I used the early espresso. And I should have used the early espresso where I used the pecan pie so that instead of it being dark with very little light, it would have been more light. But that it's okay. It works. I can still deal with this. Because the next step is gonna dead and all that anyway. You'll see what I mean. So the next thing we're going to do after that's all dry is we're going to run the whole thing through the embossing machine with an embossing folder. And what the folder that I used for this one is the brick. The It's a new embossing folder. Something about bricks. I'm not even sure what it's called. And I'm gonna go run it through. I couldn't do this ahead of time because I had to do the stamping first. So I'm gonna just quick try to get these cleaned off because I am gonna use these again for the next project. I think it's dry enough. Yeah, it's dry enough for me to run through. And I have everything ready over here. I'm still here, guys. I'm fiddling around with this a little bit here to make sure I'm getting it right, straight, and all that stuff. Well, here I am. Okay, so I used. Oh yes, that's beautiful. Yeah, that way. Um, and I didn't put a folder with me to tell you what it was. Exposed brick. The embossing folder was exposed brick. So that's that. Now to finish the card. I am going to take another piece of crumb cake for a card base. And I am going to glue this down. Now I'm gluing it rather than using dimensionals on this because using the brick, the exposed brick, kind of raises this and brings it up to a level that's good enough without the dimensionals. Plus, I want to I'm going to use this, the autumn leaves. I'm using, no, I'm not. Which one did I use? Oh, I used the shapes. This one. I used Stylish Shapes and I used this one. If you don't have Stylish Shapes and you have the Autumn Leaves bundle, there's in there you could use too. But I'm going to use the Stylish Shapes and I did not cut this ahead of time. So I'm going to quick do this I'm cutting it in pecan pie. Sticking that in there quick. Now I am going to stamp this happy birthday, and I'm using the happy birthday that I use all the time. I'm doing it in early espresso, and it just fits perfect. And that's going to go up on dimensionals right there. I put butterflies on this one too because well, because I love the butterflies to begin with, but I just thought it looked cute. It added something to it. And I know that fall butterflies are flying south, but I still liked it, so I used it. And, sometimes you just gotta go against nature and do what you want to do, except right this second, I don't know where my butterflies got to. So what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to use sequins, which are going to work just as well because these fall colored sequins are perfect for this. And I think, let's see, I think we'll just go with these brown ones because they just really do look nice. Right? Just add a little to it. I love the sequins that Stampin' Up has come out with this year. They're perfect for everything. And then for this one, I like, okay, I'm not even going to do this right now. I'll do it later. But so on my sample, what I did was the inside, I put wishing you so much happiness. And I stamped some bees here because this was from the Sunflower Paper Pumpkin set. Um, the stamp, the wishing you so much happiness. And I just like the little bees. So I put them all over and then I put them on the envelope too. So that could be what happens with this thing, but I don't need to do that right this minute, right? So that's card number one because I want to get to card number two. So card number two is this one. And again, I use the mask, but a totally different way this time because there's only one. There's not a series like the last one. The last one you had four different stamps and steps. This one you don't. You just have one mask. So you're gonna look for, you want your piece is 4 by 5 1/4. And again, you want to make sure you tape it down, but you don't have to be so worrisome about exactly where it is, other than that you have it straight. And then tape it tip top corner and bottom corner. You don't want to cover up too much of the paper because your thing is going to be everywhere. Now, this is bigger than that piece that I just cut. So all I want to do is make sure I have it centered left to right. Top to bottom doesn't matter because it's going to be a little too, there's going to be more up here, there's going to be some down here that is not going to get colored in, and that's really okay. So I am going to put my tape on the sides, tape it down well so it doesn't move at all. So you've taped your paper down and you've taped the mask down. And I'm taping this top, bottom, sides, everything. Okay, and now this time I'm starting with the light. I'm doing the same colors, crushed curry, pumpkin pie, Cajun craze, except I'm also going to throw in a little bit. Did I throw in this? Yeah, I threw in a little bit of pecan pie. And I may have even thrown in some old olive. So I got all these colors going on this time. And I'm going to make sure that my brushes are cleaned off pretty good. Get all the excess junk out of them. That one has a little green in it, so I'm not going to use it. Ooh, and this one has a lot of brown in it. So on the pecan pie. This one, okay, this one's pretty good. I'm going to start with the light. I'm going to start with the crushed curry. And I'm going to use this on my paper first because I do want this to go pretty light. I want to get the big globs out of it. and just kind of randomly go around different places with it. Get some of these halfway, don't get them all. You don't, it doesn't matter. Just go around randomly all over with it, okay? Close up your crushed curry, pick up your pumpkin pie. Same thing. Take the same brush, brush a little off, go around randomly, color some of these in. Pecan pie. What I tried to do with the pecan pie is to get the acorns. So there's little acorns all over the place. They're little buggers, so look out for them. I think I got them all. And then the old olive, I want to try and get the different greeneries that are like fern types. Okay. There. So I'm just going to get like that one and just a couple, just random again, here and there. Then we're going to go in last with our Cajun Freeze, which is the darkest of our colors. And that's going to pick up everything that we have missed so far. It's going to outline a lot of stuff, and it's just going to, in general, be cool. It really, um, it's going to put a lot of pronouncement in things. And then I'm going to lift up a corner and just look and see if there's anything. Yep, there are no big blatant empty spots. Look at that. I really do like this. I love these masks. I want to go along the edge of this mask with Cajun Craze. I'm going to take these brushes and I'm going to wash them again. I want to just kind of try and get the edge of this with this Cajun Craze because this is going to go right on my, concave background. So I've just given her a little Cajun Craze on the background. And that's that. So what I'm going to do now, I have already cut these out. Oh, I have to clean this. Because again, I don't want to leave anything dry on these because I don't want to have a mess later. I'm afraid that if you leave your, say, green ink on here, and then you go later to put yellow on, and yellow gets into the green, and then it turns the whole thing to brown and makes a mess. So make sure you clean these off good. And when I clean my brushes, I'll probably take the masks with me and put them in the sink too. Get all this washi tape off of them. And there's that. Okay, so now the last thing I did here, I have a feeling I'm going to go through about 5 of those those masks till this season's over because I really like them so much. I'm taking another crumb cake base and I'm going to glue this onto the crumb cake. Oh, wait, not yet. First, before I do that, I'm going to take this again through. This is one of the ones that were 3 for $10. And I'm going to run this through my embossing machine real quick like. I'll be back in a jiff. The neat part about that is that anything that you messed up when you were doing the mask, if you messed anything up with the brushes, this just kind of blends it in and you don't notice it. You'll see what I mean. There it is. So you can see it just, I don't know, everything just kind of blends together. So now I'm going to stick that onto here. And then I cut out leaves, and I did these. Oh, I love the way this set worked out. They have 2 of this size, so you can cut 2 at a time. I love when they do that. So I just kind of pulled random colors out and just kind of started cutting them. And then I said, okay, I'm going to go corner to corner. So I started up here and I cut these. Look, oh, this leaf too. The leaves open up if you want them to. Like if you want to make them stick up a little bit, they do. I mean, they're very neat. They really are. And I use that distressed gold for those. And let's see, here's a crushed curry. And just put them in all sorts of, because I want them to look like they're falling. Here's another one, another fold one. That's good. Corner to corner, I took Cajun craze and crumb cake using the double oval punch. Punch that out. I did on my sample, I said hello. And on this one, yep, this is going to be another birthday one because I need birthday cards right now. So, perfect. And now I'm just going to glue these down. Now, all you need to glue these down is a drop here and there. And that just works out fine. And you put them in all sorts of different orders. Some overlapping, some not, just with the place so that they look like they're falling. Glue these together and they're going to go, dimensionals are going to go underneath that. I'll hold it up and it's going to go in the corner down here. And again, I think these are fabulous. And because I have that distressed gold, I'm going to use the gold sequins. Oops. And every now and then these sequins get away from me. So there's that. And on the inside of that, I just stamped, I used the big stamp, the big maple leaf, and stamped 2 leaves on this and the inside. Not sure I like that one so much, but this was a hello card, so it's like a note card. Oh, and then I took sprays. That's what else I did on this one. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I like this one just the way it is. But I took sprigs on this one and put them in there too, just tucked them in here and there. But I just like the way that is, so I'm not going to do that either. So that's that one. We are getting really close to running out of time, ladies. So what I'm going to do, you get the idea of how this is done, and this is how the other ones were done too. So I'm just going to show you them, go over it real quickly with you, how I did them, and I think you get the idea. And I can't get that back in there. So the next one, this has this kind of herringbone background. I used crushed curry and I used Cajun craze. And the Cajun craze is your base. And then this is crushed curry. That's crushed curry. And then I cut the big leaves, again using the same autumn leaves. And I used cherry cobbler, pecan pie, and the distressed gold for that leaf. I love the leaves. I know. I just, Connie, I love the colors here. I love these leaves, and I like the background. I just think I think that's as nice as any designer series paper. Honestly, I just really like that. So then I took on this. I started. I did the same thing. Okay, put down the crushed curry on your grid paper. Tape the whole thing down. I started at the top using um, pecan pie, and I just lightly went over it down to about halfway, and then I switched to cherry cobbler, which is what the bottom, no, Cajun craze. I'm sorry, Cajun craze. And I used that on the bottom. So I wanted to try and get an ombre effect so that it's lighter at the top and darker at the bottom. And I don't know if you can really see that well, but that was kind of the effect that I got here. And then I just cut the leaves out and glued them on. Put this on with the dimensionals. Susie, I love these. I love this bundle. I really do like this bundle a lot. And this is in the new catalog, guys, and it's not available for very long. It's only good for September, October, November, December, so 4 months. So grab it while it's hot because there it is. Um, and then the last mask that there is the snowflakes. That was a no-brainer. That was super simple. I did a couple of card fronts, different colors, just to see how they come out. This one is Balmy Blue. This one is Lost Lagoon. And I think I settled on the Balmy Blue for the card that I did, but I didn't finish the card that I did because I wasn't sure what to do with it. So I used Misty Moonlight for the card base, and then I took the Balmy Blue as the background, and then I put the Balmy Blue snowflakes. And I think it came out really nice. I know what I did this one. I tried to use a sparkle. Yeah, this one. I have a sparkle stamp pad that I got a couple of years ago that's a silver, and I tried using it on this. And I thought it would be perfect if it works, but it didn't work so good. You can hardly see the sparkle. I don't know. I don't know if you can see it at all there, but you can hardly see it this way. So it was kind of a moot point. But anyway, what I figured I would do here is I want to make it a birthday card, and I wasn't sure. That was where I got stumped. I wasn't sure what I wanted to use for the saying wanted to make it a birthday card, other than just happy birthday. But I wanted to do something that would look, you know, Christmassy, not Christmassy, snowflakey, wintry. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board on that one. I'm going to keep thinking that one through till I get to it. So, but I just wanted you to see what you can do with these masks. They're so fun. They're so neat to work with. And the autumn leaves bundle is so fun to work with. So those are some of my current favorite things. I change my mind about my favorite things all the time, but those are the current ones. And oh, guys, Barb didn't show up this time, so she can't win the card next week. Oh, she can. She can show up during the week. She can log in. Sorry. So, Barb, we're watching for you. um, yeah, I gotta go check on my hubby and make sure everything's good with him. So, I'm gonna cut this off now. I'm going to wash my brushes and I'm going to show you these cards quick. Um, Loving the mats. Flip this around so you can see what's going on here. Okay, we got that one, this one, and of course the sunflowers. I love the sunflowers though, guys. I do. And I actually like that one a little bit better. I'm going to work on that. Yeah, that is more Cajun craze around here, more of the crushed curry around the outside edge, and then switch the insides. But this one is okay too. I mean, it's not that I dislike this one. I do like it, but I like this one better. But I like the leaves on this one better. So we got a whole lot of stuff going on here. I really like this one too. Anyway, those are our cards for tonight, guys. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. And I will see you all again next week. Good night. Thanks a lot.